Hey everyone, in today's video, I'm going to be using DreamStudio to come up with some different flashlight designs, and I'm going to show you what I've done so far. I've been playing around a little bit on my computer and trying to come up with some prompts, and it's actually been quite interesting. I didn't think that it would come up with anything suitable or remotely viable, but just having a look at these ones here, you can see already some quite interesting little designs. And the way I've come up with the prompts is I've actually gone into websites like Lexica and also Prompt Hero. So I'm not affiliated with them at all, but they do help to come up with some beginner prompts. And I also looked up the names of some industrial designers, some famous designers as well. That way we can combine them together and come up with some interesting prompts to generate some flashlight designs. So I actually started out a little bit earlier. Let me just show you what I've done. So the earlier ones here, here's a couple here. I actually came up with some lamp designs at first. I just swapped that in, table lamp to flashlight, ultra realistic design, and Walter Gropius, and he's a designer, I think. So I've just put that in there, and you can see here it's come up with a couple kind of interesting little designs. They look quite old, and I like this one. You see that reflector here looks like those reflectors you get in those downlights, those old halogen downlights. But I like the design. It's kind of sleek, old-fashioned, shiny. I actually like this one quite a lot, like these two here. And I'll just copy this prompt and stick this one away for a moment. I was working on that one for a second, but it's really fascinating just how much stuff you can come up with. And look, I mean, look a bit closer at this one. Flashlight ultra realistic design by Walter Gropius. You can even see the clip on the back there, a bit of the knurling at the back, and the tubing here that looks like it kind of screws in at this point, and the back there maybe it screws in as well. Nice kind of knurling there on the front of the head. Quite amazing. Okay, I mean, I'd carry this thing around. Looks really kind of retro. But that one there, it's kind of got like these weird handles on them. Like it's taken that from a towel rack or something like that. And this one is more of like a headlamp design or like a front-facing flashlight, not like your traditional ones. Okay, and you can see this one here I kind of liked how it just has that one diameter the whole way through, and this one's actually got the light on. They all kind of do. And it's even generated one that looks like those traffic wands or tubes. Those reminds me of those old lights that you could just sort of pull out from the top. Those camping lights that you pull out the top, and it has a diffuser in it. Reminds me a bit of that. And another one there, funny looking, probably a little bit too minimalistic. And I find that what I had to choose as well is I had to either leave it on no style, so just where it says this style here, I clicked that box there, so no style, or the 3D model. And I've actually played around, tried to generate some multi-tools as well. These ones look a bit weird. Let's go further up, these ones. But I do want to get some that look a bit more modern. Like this one here looks interesting. I mean, what is that? It looks like a kind of hairbrush or something like that on the side. It's kind of funny textured knurling, but the design does look pretty cool, in fact. Kind of old school, these two here. This one's got like a clip or whatever down the side. So I'll just regenerate another one and let's see what comes up. And I've already used this sort of prompt a lot, but what you can do is just change the name of the designer. So for example, I might want to put in James Dyson. Let's see if it comes up with some interesting designs there. I mean, look at this. I mean, it's I'm having a flashlight like that. I mean, imagine carrying this thing around. I'm actually going to save that one. That's pretty funny. What's this? Looks like a cartridge or something like that in there as well. I mean, I would never have thought of something like that. I mean, you'd see I have seen some of those large halogen lights that have this sort of trigger design, but here's a bunch, and these look at that. That looks kind of like a Dyson. You know those fans, those bladeless fans. It's taken something like that. Get rid of a spaceship kind of thing. Maybe I get rid of the angular and the bar house and just see what happens there. James Dyson, and I've got a few more designers we can try in here. And also I wanted to maybe put in some designers, not designs, but like prompts indicating futuristic designs, maybe something that we've not seen before. So maybe futuristic. Let's try that. Futuristic. This one's funny. I might post this later on actually. There we are. Still kind of old fashioned. I mean, and look at this one. What's that? Looks like a kind of microscope or something. Oh, this one's cool. Look at that. Okay. Futuristic, sci-fi, cyberpunk. Let's see if this adds anything else to it. Designed by, oh, could we put like an author in there or something? Oh, what's that guy? Dennis Villeneuve. How do you spell his name? Dennis Villeneuve. Let's put this guy in here, the director of Blade Runner. What does it come up with? Wow, this one looks like a tactical flashlight. And this one looks like it's a flying flashlight, spaceship shooting laser beams. I haven't invented that one yet. And this one's kind of cool actually. Apart from the back, it's kind of like a like you'd screw in a tail cap or something. Oh, look at that. This is kind of an interesting design. So you got a light on the side of it and on the head. Wow, look at that one. Now this is interesting. I mean, we're getting somewhere here. At the end, there we go. That's definitely Dennis, and I like that one there. Can we do some variations? Generate some variations of that one. So just by clicking that button there, generate variations and see what it comes up with. Like these two I really like. And maybe there was one like further down below that I generated. Let me get some more of these ones. These are ridiculous. Got to get some of those. And maybe the one with the clip, the original one down below that I generated. Where is it? So many. These two. Yeah, a couple more of these. Scroll to the top. Have a look what it's generated. Okay. And you can see, wow. Definitely wasn't expecting something like that. I mean, this is starting to look like a optic or something like a night vision optic or a scope. It doesn't really look like a light anymore, but it's pretty cool. You have to say, it looks like it could be a legitimate design. Post it somewhere and people might think that it's real. This one as well, look at that. Let's change some of the triggers there. Wow, look at these. Okay, I like this design. Something real cool about that one. Retro, and it looks like aluminium, like bare aluminium as well. Okay. Um, yeah, and it looks like it uses this. Yeah, so it takes it loads this image in there and then reduces the image strength and uses that to generate more images. I'm guessing with the same prompt. So if I reduce, say, the image strength to like 13% and hit dream again, It could come up with some more interesting variations as well, or differing variations, not too similar from each other. I guess if you reduce the image strength, if you keep the image strength bumped up and closer to 100, you pretty much get 4 almost identical images. So you don't want that. So these ones look a little bit more different. And look at these ones. See that we're getting somewhere interesting here. Look at that. You wouldn't want to carry this one around. You'd be arrested. Can we reduce that down even more? Let's see what kind of crazy stuff it comes up with. Let's imagine carrying this thing around. It's even facing the wrong way here. You turn it on and shine yourself in the face. Blind yourself. So yeah, I'll link these 2 websites, Lexica and also Prompt Hero. And I don't have anything to do with them, like I mentioned before, but they do help you to get started with some prompts. So I'd actually copied a bunch of these before. Oops, let me just go back. So you can see here, I just put in industrial design, and I clicked on this one. And these actually are Midjourney prompts, but you can still use them. You can still use them for Stable Diffusion, or you can go back and actually specify Stable Diffusion only. So up the top here, Stable Diffusion, just click there and see what it comes up with. Okay, what has it got? Oops, gone too far. And the same thing with Lexica. So I just typed in 3D flashlight industrial design. Maybe if I just keep it in flashlight industrial design. There we go. So yeah, the thing with Lexica is that I find a lot of the images that come out the other end look a bit cartoony. But these actually look pretty good here. These CAD renders. So something like CAD render, Octane render, you can just copy this over if you like this sort of style. And let's see what it's generated. See, it's gone a bit off topic. It's gone a little bit off topic there. So if I paste that prompt in, I'll see if I can just change them. Let's have a look. CAD renderer, futuristic, handheld angular flashlight, ultra realistic. I want to keep that. We don't want to keep that one. Maybe let's put it somewhere. Let's put it second so that it shows up. So it has a high likelihood of being realistic. Copy this. And I like to save my prompts as well. If I have something that's worked out, I will paste it into a notepad, come back to it later, revisit it, and continue refining it. This is only like 15 minutes. I had to play around 5 or 10 minutes prior to this. Okay, so these are looking all right. I like that one. The designs I like the best are just the ones that are simplistic with the light itself, not with all this stuff going on in the background. Let's try one more time. Does it come up with anything else? And I've got this all in the 3D model setting. And here we've got Prompt Hero again. What else do we have? Back in here. Now this one's pretty cool. It's like a old school kind of design. Blueprints. Wow, so maybe we could try coming up with some blueprints. Yeah, I'm not. This one looks nice. I like that. That's a really cool looking design. Let's generate some more of those. And that's something you can do. You can always pick an image that you like, generate more, play around with the image strength. Let's try this one. Oops, I haven't changed the first part of the prompt to flashlight, patent, illustration, blah blah blah. Let's see what it comes up with. So we'll have one unrelated one, but wow, amazing. Odd looking, that's for sure. But to think that you could come up with an idea for some, I guess, a starting point if you were a designer and you just wanted to get some ideas out. Even if you're someone like me, don't really know anything about CAD designs and stuff like that, to just come up with a prototype just based on what you think you like. I mean, what's this blueprints of Flash? That's not really, didn't really come up with any of that stuff, has it? Maybe because I've just got it on the 3D model setting. If I just click, yeah, I've not put any style in it, so maybe it'll be more unbiased in what it generates. Focus more on the prompts itself. What's this? So these are actually previous users, previous users who have come up with these prompts themselves, and gives you a head start because coming up with all these prompts can take quite a while as well. That's cool. Um, you might like a particular design or something here that, and you can just modify it a little bit to what you're like. Hey, there we go. That's kind of coming up with something interesting, but it's a little bit too. Just try a different engine. It's a little bit too put together, and yeah, I want it to look more rough, more kind of like hand drawn. Maybe it's the engine, so I've just changed to Stable Diffusion 2.1, generated a couple there, and you got a bunch of credits here that you can buy. It's like $10 for 1,000 credits. I usually keep the image count around 4. I keep pretty much everything on the stock standard settings. It's about 3.33 credits to generate 4 images. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. These ones here. Wow, what is going on here? What is going on here? A hammer or something? Doesn't really look like a flashlight. Blueprints of a flashlight, painted illustration, machine parts. Maybe I'll get rid of this. Metallic? No, we don't want any of this stuff. That's why. Anatomy of a flashlight. Machine paintings, very detailed. Okay, maybe this will come up with something better. When you have conflicting prompts, sometimes it just, well, not sometimes, it doesn't know what to focus on. So it's just a combination of rubbish, really. But it's really cool that it now has the ability to generate writing, and it's like nonsense writing, but wow, that's getting that's getting pretty close to just looking like some sort of design. I know it looks like nonsense, but yeah, for some reason it just doesn't have that style that I'm looking at here. Oh, this is probably why I've not changed it to the old versions of Stable Diffusion. Um, and it's interesting because there were actually previous models in there as well, Stable Diffusion 1 point whatever, whole bunch of them, but they're now taken off DreamStudio. Okay, there's one. And you have to be aware that these things you need to constantly refine them and change the prompts and keep going, essentially, because you might only find 1 or 2 images that you like in there that you need to fix up. I like this torch. What is that color? Is there a way to just change it to your new normal black? These are these are funny. Get some more. Get some more of these. Generate. Okay. What is going on here? Let me have a look at this. Did I put? Oh, it's got purple details. That's why. That's why it's everything's all purple. But I mean, that's pretty cool. If I saw a flashlight design like that would definitely catch my eye. I don't know what you could turn this into. Maybe like an LED screen or something like that, or some kind of glow tube you could put there with an inbuilt battery or something like that. That looks like some kind of lens, TIR lens. in there as well. Yeah, there we go. And I've just actually generated a few more of those previous. Okay, let me try this prompt again, but I want to change the prompt, the designer. Let's put this person in there, this guy in there. I really have no idea who half of these designers are. I know like Dieter Rams was part of the Bauhaus movement, but I don't know. You know, I've got a list of maybe 12 names, and I've got no idea who these people are. But you know, you can just Google them, see if you can find some designers that you like. I mean, it could even be a designer that has nothing to do with flashlights, like these people, half these people, and it will create something hopefully in the style, and it might surprise you. Okay, it's still kind of, I mean, it's not really any different from the last ones. It's still quite similar. Let me just try again, Mark Newson. It could be also, depending on how much of their designs are out there on the internet, maybe it's not able to scrape information for some of these people. But I'm just copy pasting a few names in here and just seeing what it comes up with. I mean, so far it almost doesn't seem to make a huge difference with the names I'm putting in there, but like I said, it could be due to the fact with some of them. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I like that one. But it's got that trigger design again. Imagine carrying this thing around. I mean, you're gonna be questioned. Wow, okay, I like these designs. Yeah, these are something interesting. Uh, can we just get rid of that angular dream up again? Likes to put these sort of bottom parts of triggers and things like that in there for some reason. Cordless drill. Some more. Okay, that one looks alright. Maybe that one, but it's still kind of old fashioned. Can I put futuristic? Futuristic handheld flashlight. Yeah, we kind of were going down that path anyway with these ones here. So I can, you know, click that button, put the prompts back in to the box. And what else? Actually, there was one, yeah, like this one here. I think that's pretty much the same one, but if I go blue details, perhaps octane render, ultra realistic, futuristic, blah blah blah. Let's click generate and see what it comes up with. Scroll up to the top again. Okay. Okay, this one looks pretty cool, but I mean, just without the trigger, what's it doing with this uh, handheld part of the back? It's ridiculous. uh, Generate more of them, but maybe decrease the image strength to 2%. Sometimes you get too much nonsense as well if you reduce the image strength too far down, but you might get one or two that look good and you can go ahead and generate more. But so far I found some interesting looking ones. I like this fact that there are these kind of sci-fi elements, and you see on some of the newer flashlights especially, you know, like there's this loop SK01 flashlight, it's an LED flashlight, and it looks very futuristic, kind of like a sci-fi prop. You know, look at that. Oh, that one looks pretty cool as well. But I don't like that the head is just jutting out too much and it's not the same diameter as the bezel and the rest of the light. I prefer more sort of sleek designs. So yeah, you really got to play around with it. Let's see if we can get this cylindrical flashlight. Maybe we can get some cubic, rectangular, flashlight, kind of like the Wuben series. Maybe put rectangular. Yeah, see what that comes up with. Yeah, it's still coming up with all. Oh, you know why? Because I've not gotten rid of that image down at the bottom, so it bases it on that uploaded image. That's why it keeps coming up with more of these trigger things. I like this one. That's pretty cool. Wow, that one as well. That's interesting. Let's generate some more of that. Maybe some more of this one as well. I mean, these designs are far from finished and don't. Oh, that look at that one. That's something like what I wanted there, but not with the head. Okay, well, we're getting closer. So, yeah, at least you can see my process, what's going through my head while I'm doing this. It's good fun as well. We're getting more and more wacky as you go by. This one reminds me a little bit of the Emerald LD70 or whatever, that 4000 lumen flashlight. Probably this one's too simplistic. Like, don't like these crack things in there, but the rest of it look good. Yeah, these are starting to look like lightsabers. I mean, got all these cutouts here which look cool, but they probably wouldn't have much functionality if you would put it in the light. Oh, look at that. Now that's really cool. Starting to get kind of closer to like those rectangular Wuben flashlights. I wonder how they actually designed it, how they came up with it. Did they come up with different prototypes? Did they use AI? Did they, it's just fascinating. Like these ones here look a bit better as well. We're getting a bit closer. I wonder what other kind of shape a flashlight could be. Could really got to think. I don't know. Rectangular. Um, Cubic, maybe. Cubic. Did I use cubic before? Don't know if I used cubic before. Like a cube flashlight. I'm sure I could post these up and people would think, someone might think that there are actually a early CAD design or a prototype or whatever. I mean, not these ones, but maybe that one here. There. Wow. Yeah, look, they certainly look interesting, and I see this sort of design here where you've got this nice rectangular squarish cutout. That could be something that you use. That even reminds me a bit of the Wuben X0. Just this part here, like that. For some reason, it's just got this weird front part there. But ideas are really endless. These are getting a little bit too out there now. I'm starting to wonder what I'm actually looking at. But we do have some cool futuristic designs, that's for sure. Can we change this around to something like modern? Simple, elegant, modern, elegant, modern, simple. I don't know if it's gonna elegant, simple, modern. Probably might be too much to put in there. And where's the style? Oops, let's get back. Style is on 3D model. If I just click no style, I wonder what it will come up with. But I'm pretty sure these are just on no style actually. Yeah, CAD render. That probably gives it enough. Okay, here we go. We've got some new renders, and these look more like actual CAD drawings. So I've not put any style on there. Let me just click that again. Is it? I swore that I actually selected a style for it. Probably didn't. I said none. Can we generate some more of these ones? These look cool, squarish thing, but it doesn't look like a flashlight anymore. So we could put down of a flashlight. Let me put here of a flashlight. Elegant and simple. Maybe just elegant, simple, modern, handheld cubic. What's this going on here? Yeah, it's not for some reason. Oh, here we go. It's actually this. I missed it out before. It's up the top here. So let's just try this again. Eliminate that last image. You really got to be on the ball with what the different options are up here. Oh, I like this one here. Let's generate some more variants of that one. So yeah, so far I think it has come up with some really interesting designs. I like the rectangular one, these sort of square one, this cubic one as well. Some of the cylindrical ones as well. Of course, they need a little bit of refinement, but great sort of concept designs to get started with. So yeah, that's about it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I will do my best to get back to you. If you like the video, do me a favor and click the like button. And if you want to see me make some more videos, more reviews, make sure you subscribe. Thank you for watching.